I got the Q's. You got the A's. I got the A. You got the D. And the A's. For days.
What's the...
What?
What?
Hey guys, so it's been about a year since we did Boy Talk 1 now. Like the end of this month will be like a year. So I figured that today would be a good day for us to do Boy Talk 2. The long-awaited Boy Talk 2 that we probably should have done like a
Don't
couple
scissor
months
with me. That wasn't the intention there.
Can we... No?
No, we can't scissor.
Can I scissor with someone else?
Yes.
Thank you. I asked you guys in last year's video to leave comments of things that you don't understand about boys, and Luke here is going to try his best to answer those things.
Yeah. This year I'm not wearing a fucking bandana as well.
Don't swear on my channel.
This year I'm not wearing a flooping bandana as well.
It's probably worth mentioning that you're not like the typical kind of boy that a lot of people...
Hey now.
You're a bit weird.
Hey now. What makes you think that?
Well, a lot of these here, you're going to be like, dunno.
Okay, I was a bit of a loser during my growing up times, so I guess I might not know everything, but you know.
But look at you now.
Look at me now.
Getting a film done.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw you.
I would plug it, but
bullies.
it finished.
Question number 1. You ready? Eva asks, why do guys put on as much deodorant as they can? It stinks.
As the can.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so...
It is true, though. It's so many guys in my school would spray the whole thing on their body.
I mean, guys think that it makes them sexy because the advert's like, ooh,
It links, like all the
yummy.
women will run to you.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I never really did that. I never had... So when you have like deodorant, you have deodorant and you have antiperspirant. And I always had antiperspirant, which is like the actual practical person's
The one that
thing.
makes you stop sweating.
Whereas otherwise you just have deodorant, which is just like adding perfume to the stink of shit, which is just awful. So the guys who had the deodorant were always like, oh, got my Lynx Africa, gonna smell so pretty. And the girls usually were milking all over it. Milking? That would be weird. Lactating towards the smell of deodorant.
Wait, I smell a hot boy.
Milk from my tits. Anyway, and so people used to think it was really sexy, and I'd never partook in that, but
I bet you did.
I didn't.
You're so defensive about this.
I genuinely didn't. Mainly because my mum wouldn't buy me much of it, but I also just didn't because it was stupid.
Okay, this question is from Nick.
Hey Nick.
And he asks, why don't guys just sit down and pee? I tried it standing up a few times and it's fucking stressful because you keep having to focus on moving your penis to a position so you won't hit anything else in the toilet. If you sit down, you can just pee without any stress. He put inverted commas on the stress.
I've never gone for a stressful pee, first off, Nick. And also, hit anything else in the toilet? What is in your toilet that you're not having to hit? What are you storing in the bowl that you have to avoid your pee stream hitting? Anyway, why do guys stand up to pee?
Yeah, why don't you just sit down like we do?
Well, I mean, firstly, there is a little pee trough for you to use. You don't have to. Okay.
A guy's just lazy, is that it?
No, it's just like the whole process of like going in the toilet, shutting the door, pulling off your thingies, sitting down, peeing, having a little shimmy, getting up, washing your hands, leaving. That's so much effort when you could just walk up to this nice little trough and just be like, done. And like you've got the hose, why not use it? If you got it, then flaunt it. If you got your hose, then flaunt your hose. Basically, it's just like there is a trough thing. You don't want to have to queue for the toilet.
I hate that you call it a trough.
Okay.
The water in the bowl is not a trough.
Right. Okay, there's one very easy reason that I can explain to a girl that means that they'll understand.
Okay.
When you go to the toilets, the female bathroom always has a queue and the male bathroom doesn't. That's not because more females need to pee. That's because males have a peenie that they can just quickly pee in the place and then leave and they're done in like 20 seconds and you have to queue up because you all have to sit down to pee. So that's why.
So it's more time consuming to sit down.
It's
in
quicker
a toilet.
To just use the trough. That's why it's
but
quick.
But it's such a stressful situation.
No, it's not.
You have to aim it.
No, it's
if
not.
If you tuck it down in the hole, you can just sit there and just read a magazine.
It doesn't just
and be like,
fire off in random directions. It goes like straight in the pee.
Some people do not have straight pee.
Well, then they probably
As
sit
proven
down.
by the boys' bathroom floors at schools, they do not have straight
that's
peeing.
just people who are useless at peeing. I mean,
How can you be bad at peeing? It's the one thing you've done all your
I
life.
don't know. I don't know. In summary, Nick, you continue to sit down if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
You do you, and I'll do a pee in a trough.
Someone said in reply to him was, us, boys, we stand up because our dick is like a hose because we can aim it, but most girls can't aim it.
What do you mean most girls can? I've
I mean,
never
like,
met
she,
a
like-
female who can aim with a stream. Unless
Writing a name in the snow is just more trouble than it's worth.
yeah, I can't imagine a situation. I don't. No. But the hose. I mean, there's a reason.
It's the hose
It's a
thing.
hose. You can point it.
How big is it if you're doing that with it?
Well, sorry. You can point it over there. Over there. Oh, I've got to avoid the Nintendo DS that I stored in my toilet, said Nick. Just over there and then pee. Sorted. Done. Easy.
I feel so sorry for Nick right now.
It was a year ago. He's probably over it. He's probably learned. He's probably taught himself to pee in a straight line
Maybe.
now. Round of applause for Nick. Anyway, next question.
I hate this video and I hate you. Billy asks, why are guys so grossed out about periods?
Oh, they're just awful. Well, no, they're similar.
I feel like that was in the last video. I don't know.
Me and most guys that I know are simultaneously grossed out, but also fascinated by periods. It's fascinating as well. If you're watching and you're a guy, it's fascinating, but it's also awful. Awful. How you'd be like, oh, I'm fascinated what it's like to have a penis. People are asking, what's it like?
Yeah, I would genuinely love to find out.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's like, I wonder what it's
But
like
you
to
really
have
want to find out what it's like
awful
to bleed
cramps
gunk
and to
out of
bleed
your
from your
hole.
vagina. Oh, that sounds great.
Why are guys grossed out by it?
Why are guys grossed out by it?
Is it because you guys just don't have it, so you don't know?
No. Well, real reason is because, not to get into the feminism side of things, but women are sexualized everywhere, and that is a very
That's the sexy
unsexual thing in the sexy place. So that's why, on an analytical level, that is why, because it's but
On
that's
a primate
but that's
level.
a lovely flower, and why is it bleeding? Oh no, everything is a lie. But
I don't trust
from
anything that bleeds for 5 days and doesn't die, right?
yeah, well, exactly. But from
You need to come
an actual real reason, it's just a thing. It's just your brain is tuned to the thing, but it's bleeding. Why is it bleeding? Why won't it stop? What's it doing? Can we shove it back in? That's
What's
why.
the weird pad
Why
that you
is it-
keep underneath
Yeah.
to absorb the thing?
Yeah.
They're not
It's
fun.
just weird. It's just so weird.
I think genuinely, just for an experiment so you can understand what it's like, I want you to wear sanitary towels in your boxes for a whole week.
No, because I've got a thing in the way.
We have a thing there that rubs against it, I promise
there's less there. There's
I
less.
want you to wear sanitary towels for a week.
No.
Boy Talk 3.
No, what?
Coming at
Boy
ya.
Talk 3, just a diary of me wearing a sanitary towel for a week.
Yeah.
No.
Stick a tampon up your butt, see how you like it. We don't stick them in our butts.
Let's move on.
Daisy, I think Daisy's got a little bit of a problem here.
Oh no, poor Daisy.
She's a bit, she got a bit of a biased aggression towards this. Why do you wear your pants so obnoxiously low around your arse? Do you have a moral opposition to belts?
Alright, Daisy. First off, chill. Okay, so that's a fashion. It came out of well, actually, interestingly, it came out of the prisons of America, where having your pants low signified that you wanted to engage in sexual activity with men.
I heard that. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know. Well, that's what I've heard anyway.
I've heard
so,
that, yeah.
So that's what I've been told. But it looks cool. It's in media, it's seen as cool. You're swag. But I'll do it now.
All the kids
gonna
just
swag
wanna
past
have
the camera.
cheeky bum. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it now.
Swag.
No one wants to
Swag.
see
Swag.
it. No one.
Swag.
No one's interested in your butt.
Really, the real answer is just because everyone else does it. Just because everyone else who's cool does it. Same reason you
It's
wear
so
your tie.
uncomfortable though.
You wear your
you've
tie
got a
down
belt
here.
rubbing against your cheeks.
You
It's
do.
just-
You wear your tie down here
Yeah.
because everyone else does it and it looks cool. And it's rebellious because the system tells you wear your tie like this, and you're like, no, I'm gonna make the knot bit really big.
I'm gonna make my arse
I'm gonna
cheeks
make-
hang out. F society, right? Is that what it is?
Someone's gonna take that little snippet and just get rid of it. Just get rid of
Great.
everything else. No context.
Great.
The other reason is possibly, I don't know whether this is true or not. I've not really thought about it, but males don't have like hips. We're just sort of straight down. And so you've got like the hippie things.
The hippie things.
Like
yeah,
to keep it up a little bit, maybe. But we don't have that. We're just all like straight down all the way. And so you've got very little. Like there's not much there to hold it up unless you just have a really tight belt that just sort of presses into you. And so like I don't ever wear my pants like that ever now. But it still just sort of happens. It still happens. Like, but even now it just naturally happens. Like even now, look, I've got my pants out very slightly. Like I don't think. Basically, jeans or trousers are meant to be worn up here on your like.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, waistline.
Yeah.
But nobody does that.
Yeah.
You've also, as a guy, got a certain amount of things you have to cover, and so like your pants do the covering bit. They're up here, and then your underwear do the underwear do the covering bit, and then your trousers or pants do just sit at the normal socially acceptable level. Because if you had if you had them like up here, you'd look really odd.
As opposed to having them around your butt.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Fashion.
There you go, Daisy. I hope that
for, like the 70s pants.
I hope that answered your bias towards panty men.
Panty men. Are you a panty man? So this one, if I summarise, because she wrote a long story. A girl had a crush on a guy at school.
Right.
She was a bit too shy.
Right.
To ask him out, so she got her friend to ask him.
Classic.
Yeah. If he liked her, and she heard nothing back, and she finally asked, and he said that he wasn't sure. And she can't bring herself to ask again. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Like when a guy says, I'm not sure, that's basically a no, isn't it?
That is basically a no.
So it's really kind no.
Yeah, it's a kind no. Sorry.
George.
I'm sorry, but it's a kind no. I mean, that was a year ago, so you're probably over it now.
But I mean, it's kind of like a guy feels too awkward to say, well, not really, no. So they're just like, oh, I don't know. You ever had that?
It's just, with you. And then I started dating you eventually.
I harassed you into dating me.
But to start off with, I was just like, I'm not sure, because...
Wait, what?
I'm joking!
Oh, good.
I'm joking!
I was just like... Thanks a lot! So mean, you actually broke my heart then!
I'm not sure. And then eventually I was just like...
Ugh,
alright, and
not?
whatever. She's growing on YouTube.
I've never thought about this, but apparently a lot of people have asked this. Why do boys never ask out girls who have never dated in the past? So do guys see girls who haven't dated someone as weird or...
Okay, well, I will go through the girls I have asked to date me in the past who've not dated anybody. Oh, actually, I don't want to say the names, but this person, she said no. No, she dated me, but then she dumped me. This person, she said no. This person, she said maybe, and then no.
It was a kind no.
It was a kind no. So that's sort of why, I suppose, is because, like, if they've never dated anybody, you think that they're not going to date you. And also, I don't know,
that makes sense. That makes sense. You don't know if they're ready to...
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the first one was in year 6, but she was like...
Wow, you were pushy, huh?
Yeah, she was... Well, I asked her out, and she was like, I just don't think I'm ready for a boyfriend yet. And I was like...
You're 11.
Idiot. We're 11 now, Emily. God.
Time to grow up, Emily.
Yeah, welcome to the real world, Emily. This is what we do here. But, yeah, I suppose it's just me... Like, it's like if you saw a game that nobody ever played, you wouldn't want to play it. That's a really bad...
You sure you want to use the play metaphor here? Destroy him. Good job. Wow, you destroyed him pretty good. Wow. Alright, you can stop destroying him now. He's going to be sick. He has a chest infection. Don't mind him. He's crying from being destroyed.
Oh, guys, you destroyed me so bad. Oh, my gosh, I deserved that.
This one has 112 thumbs up.
Whoa!
So that's a lot of people. So even if you didn't do this, you need to answer why guys do this.
Okay, why do guys rate girls?
Do girls rate guys?
I don't know. I think some do, but it's not as
I think it would be like a tribal thing. Like you're trying to get the approval. You're trying to basically. I think when you're growing up,
It's like a lad.
people are trying to form an opinion of what they find is attractive, and they base that off other people's opinions as well. And they're basically sort of testing the waters and going, "Ooh, would I be accepted if I found this person attractive, or would I be accepted?" Because like the first person I found attractive, I was laughed at by everyone. Like people thought I was really odd for liking this person. But like, yeah, I guess you're just trying to. It's sort of like a guy's way of testing the waters of general public opinion on attractiveness and working out. Okay, because like being hot or being attractive is subjective. Like it's not like someone you see as hot isn't like intrinsically hot. Something about them as a person in the universe is hot. That's not right. That doesn't exist. And so I suppose they're just trying to form their own picture of what is generally socially accepted as hot.
So if like your friends find a girl to be like an 8, you'd look at them and go, she's attractive.
Yes, exactly. But also, I think guys in school are just awful as well. They're just terrible people.
But what if you found a girl really hot, like a 9 or a 10, but you don't say it? Your friend's like, oh, she's like a 3, and all your friends are saying a 3. Would you find her less attractive then?
Well,
at school, like,
interestingly, my first girlfriend, my friends had a bit of that opinion, and I didn't care, and I just stayed with them. So that's nice.
Oh,
I'm cute. But like, I don't know. I mean, I've never done this. I've never rated people.
I figured you've never rated.
I've never gone like, oh, that person's a 5. I just stupid. I mean, part of the fact that I didn't really have any cool friends. But like, what?
What am I?
Oh, you're a 10 out of 10. You're an 11 out of 10.
Honey, I'm a 4 at best.
You're a 12
I'm
out
a
of
4.
You're a 12 out of 10. I'm gonna drink my drink.
Yeah, you drink your drink. You stop talking. This one has 347 thumbs up.
Whoa, pressure's
so,
on.
A lot of pressure.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long answer for you.
Okay.
What are guys' opinions on a woman's weight? I feel like a lot in society, girls have to have thigh gaps, collarbones, abs, etc. And I'm curious as to see what guys think about it or if they even care.
Well, I've never thought about collarbones in a sexual way. I've never looked at a
nice collarbone you got there.
That is a dandy collarbone. I have a collarbone. Look at that collarbone. Is anyone around?
Show off.
Sorry. Don't flash your collarbone on the internet, Luke. You'll get flagged. This is a really difficult subject.
Yeah. It shouldn't be answered by one person.
Yeah.
Is one thing. Like, he doesn't represent every single guy
I don't represent every single guy ever. There'll be people who are like saints compared to me, and there'll be people who are like awful compared to me. So let's go through them individually.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. I mean, have you ever looked at a girl and gone, well, she's hot, but there's no thigh gap?
No.
No. You know?
But basically, to answer your question more directly, I have never looked at someone as a prospective date and even considered weight. I don't know. It doesn't come into my head consciously. I just either find someone attractive or don't find them attractive, and that generally doesn't.
You don't have like a maximum BMI.
Yeah, I don't go like that person's got a pretty face, but this is a problem about them. I don't really do. I just know that I find someone attractive or not attractive, and I've never factored weight into that equation.
I think a lot of guys are the same as you. Personally.
Yes, I think there's a lot of guys who don't. I mean, whether on some kind of subconscious level I have more of an attraction to a certain weight or other, I don't know, because I've never really thought about it. But like, I don't think so. I mean, like, I've dated people who are like bigger. I've dated people who are smaller. So I've never really thought about it, to be honest. I wouldn't, for example, see someone really hot and then go, oh, but they're a bit chunky.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a thing. I'd either just find them attractive or not find them attractive.
I think that's comforting. I think that's nice for people.
But I've never looked at someone and gone, oh, I can't see their collarbone, or they don't.
Where's the thigh gap?
Yeah, like, you're hot, but where's the thigh gap?
gap?
Attractiveness is nothing to do with anything. It's to do with pheromones and all that kind of stuff. And and so, like, regardless of anything, you can't, like, you will find someone, if you're going to find someone attractive, you will find them attractive regardless of, like, their weight.
If there is a guy that you like and they are being that fussy, then just don't waste your time on them.
That's the other thing, is that if someone can't see past that, then it doesn't matter, they're a rubbish person anyway.
This question is going to sound really weird, but here goes. When guys get boners, do they deal with them in a toilet or something, or just think about their nan? I always used to think when a guy got a boner at school, they'd just go to the toilet and just deal with it. I used to think that was just a thing. I used to think they just wouldn't go until you...
Neither.
That's a myth.
Neither. I mean, to be fair, like, I have no idea, because everyone at school, when we were learning about sex education, they were like, as you grow up, you will just get random boners all the time. And that never happened to me,
Never
ever.
got random boners?
Never happened.
I do have a friend, a girl, who became moist in an exam.
What was the exam? Maths? English.
Don't know how
Not
that
like
happened.
Romeo and Juliet or something.
But yeah, it's just never happened to me, so I have no idea, to be honest. If that happened to me, I don't know! Just nothing. It would
Wouldn't
just
it be on
wait
your
for it to
mind,
go
though?
down?
Like,
I don't
wouldn't it
know. This is such a weird question.
Wouldn't it just be on your mind, like, I must get rid of this thing in my pants?
No.
No?
It's not happened to me, so I have no idea. I would think of nature and...
Nature.
Yeah.
You would like listen to David Attenborough in your
but
head.
I
or
suppose if you
something.
try and think unsexy things, wouldn't you just think of sexy things by accident? Like that Simpsons episode where he's like, think unsexy thoughts, and it's like Barney in a bikini, and then it transforms into the woman he's trying not to think of.
Or the one with Ned. Feels like I'm wearing
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Stupid sexy Flanders. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry. Well, what, like, if you became moist...
There's nothing we can do.
Oh, you could mop it
Just-
up.
Could, but that would mean like not dealing with it. Like, I mean, we'd have to go to the toilet and like get some toilet paper, and you know, school toilet paper is like sandpaper, so no.
I wish we hadn't had this discussion. Next question, please.
Yeah, it doesn't just go back up. It's just a mess. Yes, this is a pressing question.
Yeah,
14
okay.
thumbs up. Why do guys have nipples? Like, they don't need them.
That's not a question for
Good
me,
point,
it's a
though.
question for science. You could Google that. Every baby develops as a female in the womb, and then the male babies then become male babies in the womb a little bit later.
So the females turn into males.
So, yes.
If they're going to be males.
If they're going to be a male, they develop as a female first, including growing nipples, and then they then form into a male after a little bit when certain chromosomes and hormones are released. And what happens is the two thingies in the lady thing join together,
I know this.
and then the tickly thing erupts into a big thingy.
The clit becomes a penis, and the vagina lips fuse together to become a ball sack, is what Luke is trying to say.
So if any male figures in the world ever try to tell you that females are inferior, remind them that actually they were a female once, and then just they downgraded to become a male.
This is another one that's kind of similar to one we had before, but it's got 254 thumbs up. So
Whoa.
if you've got anything else to it. Do you guys think it's weird when a girl just doesn't really date and hasn't kissed anyone or been kissed? Pretty much just completely innocent and clueless about that kind of stuff.
No. I mean, like, okay, so I had two friends doing that, being like that when they grew up. Growing up, when I was growing up with them, they were of that ilk. And one of them discovered that she was asexual, and that's fine. And the other one went on a crazy sex rampage when she was 19.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I mean, I would say,
different paths.
yeah, I mean, yeah, people like grow up and discover themselves in different ways at different times, and that's fine. Like, for example, my friend Daniel turned to me when I was 15 and went, "Do you wank?" And I went, "What's that?"
Oh, bless you.
I had no idea what I just didn't have a clue.
15?
And so, yeah, 15. Like, I was just so useless as a person. And people would think that's weird.
Some people would find
but
that
that's
weird,
fine.
but-
And so, like, yeah,
But it's not weird. It's not weird in general.
people. So my answer is, yes, some people will think that's odd, but that's perfectly fine, 100% natural and okay, and you should be you and then do whatever you want to do when you feel it's right and wait until then to do it.
If they find it weird, just don't date them.
Or punch them in the balls.
That one is also good. Why do guys fight so much? In my locker rooms, there are always boys shoving each other and yelling at each other. If you make another of these, please explain.
testosterone.
Yeah.
Guys, when they're growing up, are pumped full of testosterone, and that basically makes you angry and punchy and want to cause physical confrontation. And on like a more scientific level, you're trying to form some sort of pecking order by who is the strongest.
It's the alpha male.
And so you're
thing,
basically you're fighting to be alpha male. That's why it happens, really.
It's just natural.
But I mean, the real answer, guys are just weird, and they like fighting, and they like punching each other, and that's the reason. But yeah, they're testosterone-y, and they're just like fighty and punchy, and
They're just fucking
nothing to be
apes
worried
in
about.
shoes.
They're just monkeys in shoes.
Yeah.
All men are monkeys in shoes.
Oh, this is... I wish I'd thought of this. This is good. What do guys do at sleepovers? Do you have sleepovers?
Well, let's not talk about the sleepover I had when I was 12.
Let's not go into this again. No.
You can leave a link to that in the description. What do guys... I mean, I had sleepovers when I was growing up, and we watched horror films, and that's about it, really.
Video games.
Oh yeah, horror films, video games, talk about girls,
I can imagine you both at the end of the bed with a diary, like with pajamas.
Google like nipples and like boobies.
That's such a guy thing
and
to do.
things like that. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Naked lady.
I mean, my sad little sleepovers were making films on my parents' camera.
Oh.
So like that. I mean, again, I'm not a very good person to talk to about this.
So basically, you made films with your friends.
I made films, watched films, played games. But yeah, no, I played lots of games with.
To be fair, like girls do that at sleepovers too. Like we'll just play like, you know.
Really, I thought
games.
you just got naked and had pillow fights.
Wow, I mean that comes later on in the evening. Pedicures and, you know, making out and, you know, all of the girl on girl stuff that guys think, it's all true.
I've never thought that, by the way.
Why are some boys so uncomfortable about talking about their feelings? I know you're not. You're like a sponge that just pours out emotion.
I don't.
You do.
I have a lot of unsaid feelings.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You are a
okay.
sponge. See, look, now
Oh.
you're sad.
Comfort me, I'm sad. I guess we're just brought up to be like that. Guys are brought up to like not show emotion and be all hard and be all like...
Boys don't cry.
Yeah,
Tough
exactly.
man.
That's what it is, I guess. I mean, it's probably some genetic-y thing as well that says that we're less emotional or less like sharey, but I don't know, really.
Sharey.
I have no idea. To be honest, I was completely opposite. I went up through my whole childhood like sharing too much and being way too emotional and being like, I found all these messages to one of my girlfriends I had when I was like 15. I was like, I love you so much and you are amazing, and she replied like you too.
Is this the girl who
dickhead.
broke up with you 3 times?
Twice.
Twice.
Like you said at the start of this video, I am rubbish as an example of what guys are like. I was so like emotional and so like, I'm in love with this person, and they've broken up with me, and then I'd write a little poem about it and put it on Facebook and like tell all my friends, this girl's broken my heart, and then like I was rubbish. I was useless as a person.
I feel like this entire video, this series is rubbish because I feel like you have a predominantly female brain.
I do.
And I have a predominantly male brain.
Yeah. So maybe we should swap.
Maybe. I'll do the boy talk. You ask me the questions.
Why do you not share your emotions?
Because it's for stupid people.
Good one. Good.
Ugh.
Wow.
This one kind of reflects back to the sleepover thing. Why are boys obsessed with lesbians?
Again, never had an obsession with lesbians. I once logged into a friend's computer and his Google history was greased up lesbo babes.
Oh my goodness!
Which was such a specific
Greased
search.
up lesbo
It was
babes.
such a specific search as well, which is incredible.
Did he get any results?
I didn't
didn't
click
find
it.
it.
I didn't click it. I just saw it.
You might have done. I was always told when I was growing up about this question is that it's because it's something that guys will never experience and that mystifies them, and that's why they like it.
Like periods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's something
I
that
suppose
guys can never be
it
involved
probably.
with.
I mean, like I never had the, but probably just because it's like 2 girls, it's double the girl.
Double hotness.
Double the
the boobs.
But also probably, like you won't ever experience it and it's exciting. But it is hilarious in the world where there's like horrible homophobic men like, gays are shit, and then they're like, but lesbians are hot.
They jack off to lesbians.
Yeah, it's like, it's
Stupid.
so funny, it's just ridiculous.
That's the last question.
Oh,
You managed to get through all the
well
questions.
done. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Right.
How big is your penis?
19 inches
Good.
and a half.
Good, I'm glad. Glad we had this conversation.
Do you want to hear a joke?
No.
How do you make my penis 10 inches long?
How?
Fold it in half.
That was the worst thing ever. Goodbye, Luke. Goodbye, Luke.
Bye.